Hi YouTube, it's Jenna, and I've been kind of like MIA for a little bit, and I thought I would finally sit down and do a kind of life update and Weight Watchers update, kind of all together. So it's not going to be like a typical update that I do. So it'll be a little different. So I honestly cannot remember how many weeks it's been. So I will do a Weight Watchers update for the last 3 weeks. So I'll do a Weight Watchers update for the last 3 weeks, and then I'll kind of go into why I've been MIA for the last little while. I think it's been about a month, I think. I can't remember. So 3 weeks ago, I lost 0.3 pounds. Then the week after that, I stayed the same. And last week, I lost 1.1 pounds, which I was actually pretty shocked about because it was Easter. So we had family here for dinner. I had a big dinner the day before. I weigh myself on Mondays. We had a big dinner the day before, and I'd just been feeling really like bloated and just bleh. So I was actually really surprised when I stepped on the scale and I saw that there was actually a loss. It was pretty surprising to me. So so over the last 3 weeks, I've lost almost 1.5 pounds, so 1.4 pounds. So that's how that is doing over the last 3 weeks. So why have I been gone for a little while? So I do remember the last update that I did, that night or the day after, I think it was that day, I actually just started feeling really, when I start to get sick, I just had this feeling, just this kind of mucusy sort of just feeling. And that night I just felt like I was coming down with something. And I was like, oh crap. Because I had just gotten over having strep throat a few weeks before then. So we have homeopathic medication at home. I have cold effects. We have, vitamin C, vitamin D, all those other things. So I just kept drinking lots of water, taking some homeopathics, and just kind of crossing my fingers and really hoping that I was not getting sick, because I just did not want to get sick. I ended up getting sick. Getting sick is not such a big deal. For me, my asthma is really, really triggered by illness. So when I get sick, my asthma gets really, really bad. And I was a little worried because my asthma had not really recovered from when I was sick with strep. And my immune system was still completely tanked after being sick with strep. So I wasn't at 100% and my lungs were not at 100% either. So when I got sick, my asthma got really, really bad. I immediately started quadrupling my inhaled steroid medication as per my doctor's recommendation, and taking my emergency inhaler every 4 hours. And my asthma was so bad that not only was I having to take my emergency inhaler every 4 hours during the day, I was also waking up at night with this kind of like, well, it was all the time. I was actually waking up at night with difficulty breathing. So I was waking up during the night to use my emergency inhaler as well. I did this for a week, and I was getting a little bit better, but I was not and usually once I do this after about 2 days, I immediately start to notice a difference, and within a week I'm pretty much back to normal. And I was not back to normal at all. So I immediately called my doctor. They got me in right away, and the good news was they listened to my chest and I did not have pneumonia, which was wonderful. The bad news was I needed to go on prednisone. And I have had asthma for over 20 years. And that was the first time I had ever had to be on any sort of prednisone or anything stronger than my inhalers for my asthma. So I was really not happy about that, but I really just wanted to feel better. So I was on a pretty high dose of prednisone for a week. The good news was, though, within 24 hours of starting it, I noticed a huge difference in in how I was feeling, and I was able to gradually decrease my emergency inhaler within 24 hours of starting the prednisone, and by the end of the week, I had reduced my inhaled steroid medication by half as well. So that was really good. A week after starting the prednisone, so when I ended it, I had to go back to my family doctor for another appointment. And at that point, they changed my medication, my everyday medication for my asthma, because it was not under control. So I have started a new regimen for my asthma, which has really, really helped. My new medication is really, really good. I'm really, really pleased with how I'd been feeling. So with all that going on, I was just really feeling down on myself and just honestly having a big pity party for myself. There was about 2 weeks where I just had it was a pity party for one. I was really bummed out on how crappy I was feeling. I was bummed out that it was hard for me to walk my daughter to daycare, which is only about 3 blocks away, because I would start coughing and hacking and getting tightness in my chest. It was horrible, and I was just feeling really just crappy because I couldn't go on the treadmill. Just everyday things like taking my daughter to daycare was causing me issues. So I was just feeling really down on myself, and I just didn't want to. I just wanted to take a step back and just kind of focus on me and getting better and just feeling better about myself. So that's why I kind of took a step back and just wanted to just focus on myself for a little bit. So I have been, obviously, since I did a little update, I have been weighing myself, and since I've been feeling better and my asthma has been much better, I am trying to get back on track and all of that. So that's good. So I'm really hoping that this is the start of something a little bit more regular. I can't promise, because I find that I don't really have that much to say. So I can't promise that it'll be every week, but I hope to every other week, or at least once a month, do a little recap for the month on how everything has been going. So I hope everyone has been doing really, really well. Things are starting to warm up here where I am in Canada, so I hope that everything's started to warm up where you are and that you're enjoying the spring, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.